As part of our series of conversations with artists about their art, today we talk to Rossin about his 2009 portrait of civil rights leader Andrew Young. What's your method in the studio? Do you paint silently? Do you have music going in the background, or are you listening for the voice of your subject?
It's a strange voice, I must tell you, and I cannot tell whose voice is that, mine or somebody else's. Indeed, it is a complete silence in the studio. I never listen to music when I work, never. For 6, 7, 8, 10 hours, it's complete silence there. And as photorealistic as they look, they have nothing to do with photography. With all due respect to photography, I do think that my paintings don't look like photographs. Photographs look like my paintings. And it's all about this dialogue inside of me. I think at the end of the day, it is my voice, but I do believe that they use my voice to speak out. Otherwise, the connection wouldn't be happening. I'm 47 now, and I started when I was 6. That means 41 years. I've done literally nothing else in my life. I never worked for anybody, never worked anything else but painting, mostly portraits, mostly studying that amazing subject called human nature and the very essence of that human nature. So what I'm saying is that if there is something going on there, if the visitor gets intrigued with my work, if standing in front of Lincoln's portrait or Andy Young's portrait, you hear their voice, you hear their message on a subconscious level, on a very special frequency, I would say, artistic frequency level, then my job is done. I guess the best answer, if I have to summarize it in one sentence, is yes, they use my voice.
You know Andrew Young very well. You've told us you've traveled with him, and you have in your mind a lot of memories of him. How was that process of creating him for canvas different, say, than creating President Lincoln or the portrait of all the presidents in the same room? You have a life sitting with Andrew Young. Can you tell us a little bit about that process in dealing with someone who's actually really, for want of a better phrase, a living legend?
I'm very fortunate to have him as a friend. We travel together, we talk, we dine. We visited Nigerian President Obasanjo together in Africa. We've been together here in Washington, D.C. We go down to Florida, various places. So I've been extremely fortunate to observe him very up close. Interestingly enough, that happened after the portrait. In other words, when I met him we met on several occasions in Atlanta. If you live in Atlanta, you meet Andrew Young. That's inevitable. But he came to the studio. We spoke for a little while. I took a few pictures, and that was it. I did his portrait. What I'm trying to say is that you get him immediately. He's as friendly and as approachable as he can get, yet he's your older, wise friend who is right there to tell you a story, but much more important, to listen to your story and to create that type of atmosphere that is extremely unique, Andrew Young type of atmosphere. And I'm pleased with the result. I'm pleased with the portrait, naturally, because it captures the essence of Andrew Young's legacy, on my artistic opinion. That the fact that he communicates with different generations, with different political powers, different countries, as an ambassador of the United Nations, as a mayor of Atlanta for two terms, as someone who brought the Olympics to Atlanta, as the basically ambassador of the goodwill, of the positive energy and human understanding. He's one of a kind. So the portrait, in my opinion, much more than just a physical likeness, much more than describing and depicting his unique presence and unique soul, carries that particular message, that particular Andrew Young energy within itself, that would be described in one sentence as the dialogue must go on, the dialogue between generations, the dialogue between different political parties, different philosophical schools or race or anything. So if nothing else, keeping the dialogue alive is a guarantee for the mankind to have better existing, better future, and some hope for what's coming. So this is right there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Warren.